Thank you so much, all the 67 people who have subscribed my channel. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for you all, guys. I am so grateful for you that you have subscribed my channel and being so much supportive to me. So it is now 10th of May, and I am just streaming this video. So why I am here and what I have achieved. I'm not a someone guy whom you should be listen. And you know what, today you can say that he is not a person, or not a person to whom you can say a worth person to listen. But you know what, everyone has a journey, everyone has a timeline. And a lot of time I'm so much nervous, and I'm trying to just you can say just controlling myself that I'm actually trying. If you are someone who is actually watching my videos from last 2 and 3 months, you actually realize that I am actually improving. I am improving in English. I am actually trying my best, and I'm actually so much confident enough to be on the live stream and say and speak English so much confidently. Yep. Thank you so much, all the people who are consistently, or you can say constantly subscribing my channel and constantly supporting me. All the person who are giving me advices and tips and all the good feedbacks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the people who actually give me a chance to just move out. I am so much grateful to Mehul and Mansi to giving me the opportunity of design internship. And I am so much grateful. So what I have achieved and why I'm creating this video. So finally, I have completed 1 month internship today. And because I was doing 2 internship. One was design internship because I am a graphic designer. And if you're watching this video in future, I hopefully this video will actually give you some positive view. So just stick to the video, try to listen, try to understand what I just wanted to say you, and just try to listen what I am interested to say you guys, like what I can give you. So I will provide some value to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being just stick to the video. Thank you so much for just watching me here. Okay, so let's begin. So I remember the first time when I figured out the graphic design thing, I was a person who was so much excited about the freelancing thing. Like I will be just a one person who is actually so much great in design, and I will just jump into Fiverr and Upwork, and people are like, hey Harsh, you are such a great designer, come here, and we are going to just pay you. And the same I was thinking. But you know what, I just go on Fiverr and Upwork, tried to just log in that. And you know what, there's so much you can say an awkward movement for me that I cannot log in on it. Because you know what, there are some problem, like you can say there's a problem of signing in on Upwork, on you can say Fiverr. So Fiverr and Upwork, they are 2 platforms for freelancers. If you are a freelancer, you actually know about it, and you are so much you feel like he is actually what he was just wanted to say. So basically my journey was never started from Upwork and Fiverr. I have listened a lot of podcasts of Ishan and a lot of people who have done freelancing. They actually wanted to say that, hey, if you are interested in freelancing, if you are interested in doing freelance thing, just go on Fiverr and Upwork, create your gig, and try to find client and do some work and get some positive review, and you become a good person and you will actually earn a lot. But it actually never worked for me. So I thought I should find a different way. So I started just creating some projects, like you can say a gig. So if you are a freelancer, you know that gig is a thing, like you actually create some projects to show your client that you have already created something. So yeah, so I have started creating gigs. So I know about gigs, but I do not about the personal project, and you do not that portfolio thing. I remember last year there's a person who was actually approached to me, and he asked me about, like, he just wanted to create a logo, and I was really interested in that. Because you know what, I was the guy who has a lot of dopamine and just wanted to try and just wanted to learn something and just wanted to just wanted my hand dirty. Because you know what, I was that guy who was just learning things, was new to just think this design thing. So I just wanted my hand to be dirty. So yeah, basically, so he approached me, and I was so much happy that I got my first client. I was so much happy I got my first client. I say yes to him and started working. We create a logo, and after I remember I remember I have created that logo in just one day, and I have submitted, and I got my first payment, which was 100 rupees. It is so much, you can say, a laughable thing, and you can say it is something really low, but for me it is like crores rupees. Like you can say it is more than a crore, because that was the first time I actually got paid. I never get paid ever. I That was such a proud moment for me. I convinced myself that I am so much capable. And before that, I was someone whom even scolded at home. Like my father used to told me that you are not worth it, and why are you just wasting my time, and a lot of things. So I actually just do not want to mention that, because yeah. So basically, that time I realized that I have my own worth, and I got some confidence that I am really worth it. I have something to do. That time I was just new into exploring things. I was just new on YouTube. I was just new on just searching out, googling things, like finding inspiration, doing LinkedIn. So from that time I actually get, you can say, the person for whom I actually started working to create logo, he actually told me that you should create some portfolio for yourself, and that portfolio will actually help you a lot. And that time I realized that portfolio is actually the thing which is actually going to help me, and I am so much grateful for him that he actually gave me a chance to work with him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am really grateful for you guys. Bye. Yep. From that time I realized that I should create portfolio. I started working creating some thumbnail. And I remember I figured out a magic in PixArt. And that time I was exploring PixArt. I was so much happy that I find out some creators on YouTube like Prakhar and a lot of creators, and I was so much fascinated about them, like how their thumbnails are created. Like I know that it was a Photoshop thing, but how can I create in phone? Because you know what, that time I do not have any laptop, and I know that my family cannot afford a laptop that time, because pandemic situation was going on, and economic stability was lost, and we are just unstable. And yeah, so I got a way to get paid. I actually get something, you can say, I get a ray of hope that I can also earn, not just in so my whole plan was like, I will go in college, I will create a gig, and I will be on Fiverr and Upwork, started doing freelancing. I will get some money, and I will use that money for paying my college fees. And this is the whole scenario I know, because I was just obsessed with watching Aman Attarwal's video. Like, you have to just do this thing, and you are good to go. But you know what? After just exploring thing, I realized this is not the end thing. This is not the boundary you have to do. Like, you do not have to just create the gig thing. These are not the steps. These are the things you can do. So I realized that this is what I actually wanted to do. So design is what I am so much good. I find myself that I am good in it. So yeah, I started exploring things. I started now my mindset was really changed, because now I can see myself as a graphic designer, not just as an ordinary someone who is actually learning design. I am actually seeing me as a graphic designer, a person who know about design, a person who can understand how design actually works, and how you can analyze a design. I was so much confident, like I will learn anything, I will do anything. I have started creating thumbnails. So if you remember, you have seen a thumbnail where I have a cube which is a lightning, and that thumbnail is created in PixArt. And I can proudly say that was that thumbnail. That thumbnail is actually give me a whole bunch of motivation to start working into thumbnails. A huge motivation I got from that thumbnail after making that thumbnail, because I have created that thumbnail on YouTube. A lot of people see me sharing my thumbnails on Instagram, and they are like, what he is doing, what the shit he is doing on Instagram. And you know what, I was so much happy. I was the happiest person that time, that I am creating something which is cannot be created by all the people who are in my class. This is a thing which cannot be created, cannot be replicated by the person who is actually sitting in front of my class. and that time I was not in college. That time I actually just completed my you can say 12th, and there was an announcement of cancelling the board exam. So we are such a happy guy that we don't have to give an exam. But you know what, there was a pressure of going to college, giving a JEE, and I don't have any preparation. So a lot of things are going into my mind. I was so much, just you can say, so a lot of actually moving in my mind. But you know what, I get something, you can say a ray of hope, that I can do something, I can learn something. And that learning thing is actually came into my mind, and from that day I understand that I can learn anything. And this is not a motivation word I can say you, this is what I personally find in myself, that I can learn anything. If I will try, if I try to learn, I will learn anything, I will, and I can. From that day I started learning things, every single thing. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to learn a lot of things. So I started going on YouTube and searching all of the things. So I started spending my time on searching and different things. And there I found GFX Mentor. There I found Pix Imperfect. There I found some good YouTube channels which are sharing some good graphic design things. And I was just replicating that Photoshop thing, that Illustrator thing into my PixArt. And from that day, I just whenever I just replicate all the design which are created into Photoshop. And if I create that thing, if I create something more better than that, I was the most happiest person that time. And if you have this thing, if you have this type of attitude, I can say you do not need any type of motivation then. You do not need any type of motivation then. If you have this type of attitude, that if you do something which is not, you cannot done in past, if you done something which is best or better than the previous work you have done, and if you are happy, and if you are happy with your work, if you are satisfied with your work, I can assure you that you do not have to just any motivation. For me, I do not require any sort of motivation. If I just want anything, I just start doing the thing which I believe that I can't do. If I can say that this live stream is hard for me, I always thought that this English speaking is always hard for me, and I have started doing this. I have started my first live stream. I remember I have done the first live stream on English, and after doing that last night, that night I was so much happy. I was laughing, dancing, and jumping everywhere, that I have completed, I have achieved this. And this is my sort of achievement. And you cannot, don't just say it, a person is actually showing off his achievement, a person is actually bragging about him. I am not doing this. I am actually documenting myself. I am actually sharing my thing, that what I have achieved, what I have done in my life, what I have done in my life. Today, successfully I have completed 1 month of internship. Let me just recall everything. I have completed 1 month internship. 2 internships I have doing. One is social media managing, where I have to manage a social media profile like LinkedIn. And there's a second internship I am doing, which is graphic design internship. These 2 internship, in this 2 internship, I have completed my 1 month. For a lot of people, this is bullshit. And for a lot of people, this is a biggest thing ever. And for someone, they are like, we are not interested. You know what? You have to that attitude, that you should be happy. You should be happy for me, not for yourself. Not just be jealous like he is actually doing this and this and this thing. You have to be feel like you can also do. If you are someone who are in bigger than if your age is bigger than me, if you are younger than me, and basically if you are in school, buddy, this is a time. And all the people who is watching this video, all the subscribers who actually subscribe my channel, this is the value point I can give you. Start exploring things. Go on Twitter, go on Instagram. Don't just watch reels. Reels will never ever help you. Like some reels can, I know some reels can, but not just scrolling reel and just scrolling will never ever help you. You know what? After buying my laptop, I forget the last time I watched that reel. I know last day, today evening I just watched a reel, but you know what? I just forget. I just don't know when the last time I just uh, find myself in that that reel loop. I just forget about that. I think it is. I have done something in last 2 or 3 months ago. I have done that loop thing, and I remember I am so much confident enough that if you give me my phone, if you just take out my laptop, I will do something productive, something which is actually going to help me. I'm so much confident enough to say myself that I am now in learning. I have that much learning attitude that if you say me that, hey Harsh, let's start learning new thing, I will be so much happy to just go and learn. You know what? In this whole time of this 2 month, I have approached a lot of people, and I have learned a lot of things. I got a lot of life lessons, and thank you so much, every person, every that single person who actually replied me back. Thank you so much. You actually are the person all the people who actually give me that one reply that you are interested in podcasting with me. Thank you so much. You know what? You are the guys, you are the person who actually give me the motivation to work more and more. And I know that I am not consistent. I know. And I know it is my fault that I am not creating content. And a lot of people are like, "Ki, what he is doing, why he is just coming this live, why just he started speaking in English and English and English, why he's not interested in English, why he's so much interested in English." You know what? There is a one satire in our country, and I don't think it is satire or anything. I just don't want to talk on that. I just want to say you that if you ever go for a job interview, if you are someone who wanted to be something, if you wanted to achieve something, or at least I say you wanted to start your agency, you want to be an entrepreneur, you wanted to you want to create your own startup. Let me say that, let me just bring myself, let me bring my conversation on that. Let If you want to become an entrepreneur and you want to create your own startup, I can guarantee and assure you say that you must need that English. You have to learn. If you don't know na, then you cannot approach to the foreign clients, you cannot take that funds. And you know what? You have to come in front of the camera, you have to just come in front of the screen, you have to just come into the front of the mirror and start speaking. If you are someone who is underconfident of speaking, like I remember I was in 8th, and I was a person who actually speak in front of people, but I am not confident enough to just speak in front of camera. And I was actually confident enough to just speak in just front of public, like not public, but you can say in class. But you know what? For taking that step of speaking, I actually have to just have to war with myself in my mind. I have to just take a war and fight with myself. Like you have to go, you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. And a lot of time I missed a lot of opportunity of speaking, and all the life lessons I have learned. I'm so much happy that I actually got to learn. I do not have any regret, and you should not have to any regret. Like if you have something, if you have any regret, you will actually take a load on yourself, that you just give a luggage on your mind, that you just, if you want to just move forward, you actually realize that you have to just cross some mountains and some valleys. Like your way never be like a straight road. If you are someone who is actually going to the different way from other, like if you are someone who is like me, if you are trying to do something different from others, if you are trying to just do something different, then I can assure you that the way will not be a straight. You have to just, sometimes you have to just move upward on mountain, and then you have to just land from that mountain to the valley. And this journey will never be easy, and I know this thing. I know perfectly that this journey will not going to be very easy, very happy, and very crazy. I know this journey will be so much crazy for me. I know this journey will be so much crazy for me. I got to meet a lot of people because I just wanted to do this. Because I remember when the first time I actually started listening to Ranveer Allahabadia, and I was the guy who actually so much fascinated that if I start my podcast, I will the person who actually got to meet a lot of people, a lot of different people who are actually experiencing a lot of things, and they will be going to talk with me in front. We are just going to talk, and he will give me some insight. And that is the best thing, you can say. That is the best thing. That is the best experience you can actually get. If you want to just get some insight, just talk with the people who actually achieved that. Like I remember, for advice taking, a lot of people will say you that you should take advice from the people who actually achieved that thing, and whatever field of advice you just want, just go the person who actually achieved something in that field. So if I talk with a person who actually achieved something, like in, you can say, in form of podcast, how much I actually get to learn, a lot of thing I actually get to learn. He will actually going to share me some insights, like I will understand that yeah, a lot of myth I have, and all the myth are going to be busted. Yep. So yeah, so I have achieved some lesson, achieved something called an experience, and I have achieved something which is called a support. I am so much grateful for everyone, every single one who actually support me. I am so much grateful for my parents who actually support me in every time when I do something, I am trying to do something different. I am so much grateful for everyone, and being grateful is what is required. Like how you are, why, if you are someone who is not interested in being grateful, if you are someone who is not interested to give some credits, and I don't think people will actually going to just support you and actually going to help you. I'm so much helpful for you all guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream, and I'm Harsh Mishra, and I'm signing off. I will meet you in the next stream where I'm going to share you some sort of my life story, and I hope you'll get some value from this stream. Thank you so much for watching the stream.